Well, hello again there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. That was a late one, but yeah, we're gonna do Martinsville and the super late model again. I know, been running a lot more of this than some of the other stuff that this channel is more used to, but it's the only way you get better. You just gotta keep trying new stuff. So we're gonna keep rolling with this. We had a decent finish. I think we got third. We shouldn't have gotten third. We should have gotten fourth. There was a glitch with the guy in front of us, and it like black flagged him at the end of the race. So we should have finished fourth, but we ended up third. So I mean, it was a good run, no doubt. But yeah, so let's get in here, and we'll see. Right now we're in practice, so we haven't gone over to race session yet. That'll happen at 11:15. But yeah, so let's hop in here, just see what the car feels like right now. Track temperature is like 60 or 73. Yeah, we're just trying to kind of get a feel for this specific track and the state that it's in more than anything right now. So we're definitely running a different setup right now. We had run Jeff's before. But I really want to give Missile Mike's a shot, and I had played around with Jeff's a little bit just to see, and it's interesting to look at the differences between that setup and this setup in specific. So it is kind of interesting, to kind of see the different ways of doing it. The one definitely has a different approach, I'll say. Definitely to the sway bars. I'll say that. This one's running a little bit less front stagger. The air pressures on the left front and left rear are definitely lower than what we saw. The right side pressures are the same. I think the rear stagger is the same. In terms of where we're at, ride heights are lower on the left side than on the other setup, but they're still higher than the right, which to me, what the hell do I know? But right now the cross suite looks good. I will say this car floats through the center a lot better. It doesn't feel like it really picks up and goes up off the corner as hard. I think that's the easiest way to kind of talk about it. Oh God, Aaron, as far as learning it, I mean, I'm still learning. That's the thing. We are all learning together. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike. Happy to help to kill the boredom for you. We'll be hopping into the race in about 8 minutes, and then we should have heats, and then I don't know if we'll have enough for a consi and then the main. So in terms of what we can do here, on this right now, to me it still feels just a touch tight off, and it's honestly it's a little bit tight in, and the brake bias is part of that. So we'll pull that back a little bit, and let's see just what that does alone. Just to see what that changes in terms of the feels. Because honestly, I think that'll probably help us get into the corner a lot better. It'll probably help us get off. For whatever reason, we're definitely slower in 1 and 2 than we are in 3 and 4. I don't really know why that is. per se. Stay off of that damn curb. That was a 9 flat. Yeah, Thorn 9 triggered. Yeah. So we see red. What's the kill build? It's like the whip, whoop, whip, whoop. I don't know if it's that way with us and him, but like I said, we pretty much lost all respect for the guy, that's for sure. But I was reading, somebody wrote like a flame thread about somebody in the Super Late Model forums, which was, I thought, kind of harsh. Setup feels decent. It's a little bit, it's not loose in, it kind of is line dependent more than anything, but I will say this, neither of these setups are loose up off the corner. I'll say that. What we might do, I think the gearing is also different in these cars. Yes, I do. Of course I do. What's that? Do you have a gay man in your pocket? What? What? That doesn't even make any sense. Anyway. No, whatever. Of course it was him, but let's see here. Like I said, I think the gear is a little bit different than what we were running. I can never remember which way the gears go. I want to say these are the shorter gears here. Right now we're at a 465. Well, we were at a 52, but we could try. Let's try an 86. Just see what it feels like. And that's, again, Aaron, I mean, if you're still watching here, I mean, that's a lot of it, just getting in and spending the time to actually just see what does what. That's all you can do. Alright, so that was too much chip. I mean, we were hitting that like at the start-finish line. We were bouncing off of the chip, so I don't think that that's. I think that's in the right direction, but I don't think that's the right move. Saying we might be chipping at the end, but you got to remember we can always ease up our entry, but climbing up out of the corner is really, really important. You know, it helps the car turn also, believe it or not. But let's see here, where are we at? So let's go from an 86. Let's go back to like. Let's go to 6. Let's go to 70. See what that feels like. Looks like we got 11 right now, meaning 11 cars signed up here. So we're gonna let Terry go. I think that's probably pretty good for a gear right there. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out the gear right now. But, again, it's baby steps here. And like I said, it does help the car kind of turn up off the corner just a little bit. I think the car could still be a little bit looser. I again, it's easy to, what it feels like here is it's easy to get the car to turn in, and it's really, of course, easy to get the car to turn off, but turning through the center and maintaining grip to really kind of launch is the tough part. And we've really kind of struggled with that. But let's see. Let's go to the garage because we're going to have to do this. We got 49.4 in the cross weight right now. Let's pull this down to 2 gallons. Pull it up to full tape. Apply. 49.5. So, I mean, really not that different, but we got more nose weight on it, so it's a little bit tighter. So what we'll do is we'll add like a half a round of wedge to kind of compensate for that. More nose weight's going to make the car tighter. I know, but here's the thing is the longer you make the gear, it actually slows your speed down up out of the corner, your acceleration, which is really, really important here. So yeah, we're hitting the rev limiter, but it's really not going to make a huge difference later on in the race because we're going to be pedaling it so much. Like for a qualifying setup, like yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, I mean, we're chipping way down the straightaway. I agree with you. I agree. Alright, but we put down a 9, and that's fine. That's, again, I think that's what we qualified at the last time. So, but it's funny that we did that same thing, but we did it in a totally different setup. So, again, we could shorten up that gear just a touch if we wanted to, but I think I'm fine to leave it the way that it is. Just clean a couple things up on the back side here. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys are having a decent, what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. But, yep. We'll see what happens when we get in here. I'm interested to see how a race like this goes. Because we've got less participation. We did a low participation one at Oxford. It was only 6 cars there. It looks like we're going to be the 2 car. Now, kind of from what I've seen, we're okay fast. You know, we're not amazing. But it looks like everybody's pings are high. And I was kind of noticing that. Something's going on with iRacing servers. I don't know what, but I mean, we should not have guys, you know, especially in New England with 125s. They should be like 50 or 60. So, anyway, let's take a look. 80 degrees, so it's a little bit slick. Might have to make an adjustment. But we've still got the qualifying setup thrown in here, so let's see what it does. Okay. Overdrove that and the thing wouldn't friggin' turn. Nope. Alright. So what was our quicker one? 2. Still not that great. Yo! Well, we're doing a little bit different setup. We're actually running mics, and we made a couple little... We should probably get off the track. We made a couple little tweaks to it, but that's what we've got right now anyway. So we'll run this, and it's kind of funny. I would say this. Mic setup turns through the center very much better than the one that you guys have been working on. But there's other issues with it, personally. But that's just me. So walking it through, he's got lower tire pressures on this side, same tire pressures on the right. We're still in qualifying trim, so The cross weight, once it's got gas in it, is a little bit lower. The nose weight, of course, is a little bit further to the rear. So we put, I think, a half a round in the right rear to try and compensate for that nose weight. But that's what we were looking at anyway. And we've got a 470 gear in it, which we could probably step it back a little bit, you know, and we might. We'll probably, since it's slick outside, we'll probably step it back just a touch. I think we should still be good. But results-wise, yeah, I mean, a 152. A 217, we got 80 degrees here right now. I could try. You don't think that gear's gonna work? Yeah, I know. Send it to Blake. What's up, Clutch? That's great, man. Perfect. Alright, I sent you a message there. See what you got. So I think we're going to end up qualifying this one, though. I don't think we're going to have time to throw it in. So let's see. Qualifying, I think that we're still okay. Again, I mean, it's just still tight through the center. You know, it's just so little that we can do about that, it feels like. Nah, you're fine, man. You say you should be very proud. I know that you work really hard, Clutch. You know, you're trying to get better and better and better. That's all you do. All right. So we'll see where we qualify. We will still run 2 heats no matter what. I think the brake bias is still pretty good where it is. So we'll give ourselves a surprise, turn off the black box. Yeah. One more lap to go. What a dog right there. That second lap was not going to work no matter what. I ran a 150. It's not that good, and it really shouldn't sit on the pole at all, but we'll see. Like I said, that should really not be a pole time. Yeah, Chris. Late night. Yeah, Blake. Nothing to be afraid of, man. Jump in. So I do like this. I mean, the one thing that kind of, it doesn't bother me, but I really do wish that we would go to some bigger half-mile tracks. Not necessarily all bull rings, you know, where, you know, it's just, you can get wrecked so easy. You know, it'd be nice if they ran, and again, we've only really done it for this season, but it'd be nice if they ran, you know, some bigger stuff too, like, you know, one larger one like Iowa, you know, or something like that, you know. What's a fast lap? The guys in practice were running around at 18.6. We qualified yesterday with an 18.9. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we ran a 19.1 and it's 80 odd degrees outside. So let's go to the garage. Chassis wise, I'm gonna take this down just a half a round or a quarter round. Change the tape to 50. And we can still run this fuel if we wanted to, but we're just gonna run 6, just a normal set here. So we can kind of see our cross weights at 49.4, nose weights at 50.3. Yeah, the session that I was in earlier was actually 73 degrees, and the quickest time in there was a 7.
Inside row. Pit road is closed.
Everybody's got to be here, you know. What are you doing? What are you doing? So since we're going to actually start this race, we'll see if we can not, like, die on a restart, considering we almost did that twice yesterday. It was close. Luckily, we had, I think it was Tyler behind us. Tyler Dunford? For some reason, that name's ringing with me. He was behind us. He gave us a huge break on the initial start because we were, the thing was all over the place. And then on the second start, we almost did the same exact thing. And then the third one, we got it together. Anthony Orlando's in our race. Yes, he is. And finally, we got our last guy freaking booked in here. So.
It's the pace car. It's the pace car.
Alright, I think this thing's actually set up pretty good for pulling out
All right, man,
on
we're
the initial
next
start
time
here. I
right.
think we'd be okay. Sucks, Carson. So the weather's been crazy, I feel like, everywhere. There's tornadoes not that far from here. I mean, you know, an hour or so. But Drunk Mercenary really close to his place.
Get ready.
Alright, we can watch Dylan try to jump the start on the outside here.
Green, green, green. Might have to go with the line.
Right now we're just kind of riding here. So I don't think they'll end up getting pressured by Anthony. He's just too far back. But if we make a mistake, that might be the case. Oh, we drove in there way too hot. Hey man, we're pretty much on cruise control right here. Although, like I said, I don't think Anthony's really pushing that hard.
Here we go. One more lap to win.
The heat race. So I don't know whether Anthony had a problem or he just totally called it off. But all right, we'll take a heat win. No doubt about that.
Nice win. Way to go, man.
Yeah, we were getting crazy thunderstorm and hail alerts the other day. Alright, so we got the pace car. Let's see. Who all's rolling in this one? And Lou, I sent you a message there. Hell no. So we only got 5 in here? Alright, did Neil not go? Alright, David, Elliot, Terry. There's only 4. So we go, they got the pace car, we got Elliot, we got David, we got Terry, and Brian. Yeah, looks like 2 didn't roll. Okay. We'll check it out, Biz.
Green, green, green.
iRacing tankers. Love the people that tank iRacing. It's like, what's the point, really? You know, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, how is that fun? You know, like, how is that entertaining? Woo, that 7's getting high up there. Terry, digging. David's running, it looks like about a 10th slower than we were. Well, it looks like we did. We had one guy who looks like he gridded up late. So that's the 6 of Zach Lambert. Yeah, exactly. I mean, looking at the server, absolutely. And he will turn you. Got it. Again, we're just watching the lap times more than anything. But it looks like we have a battle for position back here. These guys are falling off like crazy. 8s, 7s. It's way the hell up the track. Is he letting him go or what? I don't know. But it's a dogfight. They got, what, 3 laps to settle it? 2 laps to settle it here. Nope, don't touch that curve. That's not a good idea. Well, we'll try to be careful, visual. We'll try to be careful. I mean, he's a D1 guy, I believe. Which we're still D2. Whoa, come on. Hold on to it, buddy. No sense in doing that running around in last. There you go. Your winner, Heat 2, David Scruggs. Yeah, I don't know if he was playing around in the heat or what. I feel like he just wasn't giving it 100%. Yeah, I know. It was that way for my practice too. It was just showing just a sliver of yellow. But if you come over here and take a look at the entries, everybody's ping is crazy right now. So there's obviously something going on with the servers. Let's go ahead and grid up. So we're going to start on the pole, which is good.
Man, line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
And we'll have David on our outside, and we'll have God, the one car behind us. Tony. So it looks like pretty much everybody's gridded in here, I believe. You all. Looks like we got 11 cars here. Well, 10, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna have 10 or 11 here.
Let the A car by. Alright, man, we're going green next time by.
Alright, well here we go. So let's try to keep it clean. Try not to drive out the mirror too much. And fix that relative just for Brandon.
Get ready. Alright, man. 8 cars in. Green, green, green.
Alright, well we got a little bit of a gap to work with here. And I'm just going to try and take it easy on that front tire for right now. We're pulling out right now, believe it or not. There's no sense in beating a dead horse. That 1 second gap is good enough. I mean, we got to save a little bit just in case we get a caution. kind of holding at 1, 2, 1, 3. I think he's definitely a little bit better than us in 1 and 2. We're definitely better in 3 and 4.
We'll pay back 3 and 4.
We'll carry back at 3 and 40 cents. Right now we're just holding. Just kind of holding it, and that's why we're trying to save stuff.
Single file. Pit road is closed.
Because we're gonna get a caution.
8 car. Heads up. 12 car. Heads up. 6 car.
It was only 10 laps, man. It felt way longer than that.
Heads up. 8 car.
Pace car in the middle of the backstretch, guys. So he's gonna come. Wow, I think we're gonna be stuck out here. Maybe not. 10 laps is a little bit shallow. We did it the first time mainly because we were in the back. We really didn't have a lot to lose the last time. But yeah, man, it looks like everybody came. So all we can do is just try and see if we can get some guys. Should have held back so they could. Not bad. We'll have some guys coming for us now. But like I said, we weren't really pushing the car that hard. In all honesty, I mean, we were taking it pretty easy. Can we catch anybody on pit road here? So it looks like we're gonna catch. Well, somebody just hit the wall. No way that pit road was open when he left. But we ended up catching a couple, so there's only going to be like 4 or 5 cars in the lead lap, it looks like. Yep, ADO's glitch.
Pit road is closed.
Appreciate it, Davis. See if we can wrap this thing up, although we're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage here. But I mean, here's the thing. So right now it looks like we've got, what, 7 cars in the lead lap? Yeah, there's only 7 cars in the lead lap here, so I'd much rather control the pace. Let's see what we got. But we do have laps on our tires now, so we got to be a little bit careful when we come to this green.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
So hopefully Lou's prophecy doesn't come true and we get run over here.
Get ready. Alright, man, 8 cars in. Green flag, green flag.
God almighty.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
Well, there we go.
Road closed. Pass the 8 car. Catch the 3 car.
I got somebody blowing up. Are these guys still wrecking up here?
Catch the 4 car. Catch the 4 car. Catch the 8 car. Pit road is now open.
I think we're gonna stay out here. Got some takers, but we really only ran what, 1 quarter? And no, we ran 1 lap.
Car 8.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of got to stay out at this point. Although there are only 7 cars out here, so worst case scenario, if we came out last, well, no, not anymore, because well,
No, that
the 8 car by, yeah.
Whoever that was came barreling through there and hit every car.
If you
that
know
was
there's
coming
only, and it's not that much, if there's only
Yeah,
7 cars in the
yeah.
lead lap, worst case you'd start 4th row on the inside, you know, but at least you'd be on the inside. See if we can catch anybody on pit road again. I doubt it. Usually you might catch them the first time, but not the second time. Verlis Falcons has disconnected. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. We had what, 1 hot lap there after the 10. So I mean, the tires are pretty well cooled back down. It's just now they got heat cycle on them. That's all. So they're a little bit stiff. Looks like we got 8 on the lead lap now. Verlis is disconnected, so the 3 and the 6 are still out there. The 3 was the winner of Heat 2, so tough there. Yeah, I agree, Davis. So you can't, if you're in first, I mean, and we stayed out the first time, it'd be one thing if we didn't and we pit. But really, I mean, from here, there's less than, when we take the green, there's going to be what, 17 to go. I mean, we've made our bet, as they say. So we're going to be right here for better or worse.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Just so you know, Dylan, we're heading for the green.
Get ready.
Alright, thanks.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, let them fight back there. So we gotta go.
Don't keep that the posting, man. Give me fucking lap anyway.
Either way, you came down on me.
So I just want this thing to go green from here, really. So we're kind of holding at 6/10 right now.
back on that right now. I'm up to date. I'm not going to hit you, no worries, man. I'm all done.
We have 10 to go this time by.
10 to go. We're starting to have to pedal it coming up off the corner here just a little bit.
To go at the line.
Alright, looks like we got 2 lappers here in front of us here. These guys can wreck anytime now. Now we had to hesitate right there.
You got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. Stay low. You're clear high, clear high. 2 to go this time by.
Alright, coming to the white here, see if we can keep behind us.
One more lap to win.
Alright. How about that? Leading flag to flag, man. I don't think we've ever done that. Whew. Well, we'll take it.
You won. Good job, man.
40
Next thing
laps,
you know, Boston
single
will
set of
win the
tires.
series.
Yeah, next thing you know, Boston win the series. Yeah, whatever, Craig. How about that?
I didn't get into you all, did I?
Yeah, catch me in the winner's circle. How about that? I know, woo, dominate. I don't know about domination, but it helps when you can kind of set the pace. Man, we didn't even do our we didn't even do our backwards lap. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. No, we're coming back next time. For the fans, stick your hand in the door. Look it up. There's nobody in the stands. that ought to show you. Open setup, I mean, you can really do a number of different things and be competitive. And I will also like to highlight the fact that the strength of your split has a very big effect on how you do. Like I said, a 19-1 should not have taken the pole. Kind of based on that, I knew that this wasn't a necessarily strong split. But hey, we'll take a win when we can get them. Hell yeah. Say we need to work on our burnouts. That's why we do Polish victory laps instead. But anyway, there's really not a lot to watch here. We kind of led the whole way. I mean, we could watch the restarts. What we can do is let's watch the last couple laps because he was pretty close to us when we got to these guys. He's running 780s. He's running about the same lap time as us, and he was really running consistently the same lap time as we were. These guys are running just a second a lap slower, you know? Yeah, absolutely. A great run. Yeah, right, Ryan. We were able to get under him, and then, you know, Anthony was right behind us, and I thought he was going to try and make a move right here to try and kind of clip out right here, but he didn't. So he took it wide here, trying to kind of cut down below us. And he got into the wall. I think that was about as close as he got. Right there, kind of shoved up through center though. We're able to kind of hop, skip, and jump away. But yeah. So anyway, let's take a look at the garage and see what the tire temperatures were. 97%. We did go all 40 laps. But temperature's enough. Of course, we ruined all that because of all the stuff we did. But either way, the tire wear is what it is. So 98, 96, it looks like. So, I mean, pretty fair. I mean, and again, setup-wise, this is what we're running. It's no secret. So, except for the brake balance bar, we moved that forward. But I think we were running like a 47. So, that's what we're looking like in terms of what we've got. You know, ride heights and whatnot. It's probably looking a little bit different just because of the gas, yeah, right, the gas that burned off. But you know, overall, I mean, it's a pretty basic setup, and this is very, very similar. It's almost identical to the one that's on the forums that you can get through Missile Mike. So, yeah, that was really it, guys. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it really was a good win. It was a good run. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, we led every lap of the heat. We led every lap of the feature. That's, yeah. I mean, 10 out of 10 sat on the pole. I mean, really, you can't ask for anything more than that. You know, we've done that 0 times as far as leading every lap, starting on the pole. Yeah, really just wiping it out. I mean, we've never swept a whole day. So that's a lot of fun. Very cool. And I already did Viz. I already got it downloaded. I just need to put it in the folder and feel it out. But yeah, so that's gonna really do it for us right here. I mean, I appreciate you guys on the stream as always. How we do? You see us run around the track backwards, BJ? So I appreciate you guys on the stream. Always like, subscribe, get notifications when we go live, and you can be a part of the chat. Hang out with Lou, Ryan, Steve, Chris, Davis, you know, Biz, Viper, everybody. Oh yeah, sorry. We'll do the iRating. We'll do the iRating. Or we'll do the iRating. Sorry. iRating, man. We gotta know, how much do we gain? Being the 2 car, we probably didn't gain all that much. The strength of field of this is probably not that big, but we'll check it and see what we got. So we'll pull you all over to the desktop. Of course, it was a single split race. We only had 11 cars in here, but 51 in iRating, we'll take it. And also a 0x. We haven't had a 0x race in a minute. Well, that's all right, PJ. Got a lot on your plate, man. So yeah, I mean, laps completed 40, laps led 40. Can't beat that. Heat 1. We started P1. Laps led. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, 101 points. 108 points if you factor in the heat as well. So, We're D2, plus 0.22 in safety rating. Man, do we need that? We're still floating around like the twos. Ugh. But fastest lap of the race was a 3:38. I think that was probably the fastest of everybody. Anthony was right there. We were very, very similar. Um, but yeah, and then Neil didn't show up. So, whatever. But yeah, that'll do it. Pull you guys back over here. But we'll take the win. Hell yeah, Jeff. Hell yeah. Trying to take after you, man. But thank you guys one last time, and we'll let you guys out of here. Thank you guys so much. And until the next time, take care.